It's kind of insane. But where are we going?
We are striking first. We're getting rid of all the tournament illegal stages as starters, and we're back to the Big 5. The workshop or the base cast classic is Julesvale, but we're seeing that ban. Okay,
and my favorite merchant port.
Are we going to Gates?
Going to
Gates?
I think we're gonna see Tower.
You're right. Okay, we're gonna go see Tower of Heaven for game number 1.
I'm curious to see how this is gonna go down. I think this is my first time seeing Suisei, and we see, oh, it's like Pac-Man Corrin.
Yeah. Okay, so we're seeing the SPs come out. So
I'm a little afraid.
I'm a little afraid too, because I don't know. Like, is the line piece like the end game? Is the end game just to get line piece?
I don't know. That's a curious thing. But they are cycling, and we are seeing w0wells going quite off stage a little bit, but they don't have to worry about that. This is Zephire we're talking about. Yeah,
Zephyre's one of those characters that has a glide, so it fundamentally just changes like a lot of how you would recover in this game with a normal character.
Yeah, you're having to basically play a completely different platformer while you're trying to fight your opponent right now. And
exactly.
J-Millions is trying to build up to something. I don't know what Tetramino that they're going for.
It looks like they're at a Z-piece right now, and I'm not quite sure what the Z-piece is going to do as far as interacting with the rest of the kit at the moment. But okay, got the S-piece coming out.
Yep, still coming around. Both looking for something, and there we go, caught into the little whirlwind there, and now Zephire there has almost like a slipstream effect, but it's for her glide.
Oh my god,
the dash attack!
That dash attack spiked.
It's very funny.
It is very funny.
I'm a big fan of spiking dash attacks for no discernible reason.
Something tells me JM-1-3 was not ready for that like at all, because we saw like DIL no tech nothing.
Yeah.
So it was like, oh, I got hit by that.
As you see there was a comet that Suisei put down, and they were able to basically fire it off towards a certain direction. Granted, I wish I knew a little bit more. I was trying to find the commentator notes, and I could only find that this character Suisei is apparently from Hololive.
Yeah, and I'm not too well versed in the Hololive lore, at least in the context of Suisei. I will say though, like the fundamental and normal that we have here with like the areas like the down air and the forward air, so it's very much like you said, like Corrin, but a lot more concise on like approaching pairs and approaching down airs and stuff versus like there's the funny up air. That's more like a caught up air kind of, you know?
Going into the strongs.
Oh, and we're gliding back in for another one.
If Zephire strongs within that whirlwind, they basically have Ori team up strongs.
Oh,
it's very terrifying.
Yeah, and that is kind of why you want to try and DI to avoid the little tornado there, because like if you get caught into that, you basically get locked into place. And if Zephyre's in position, it's basically a free follow-up.
True, true.
But they are one of the lightest workshop characters I think that that has to offer, and sometimes you don't really know where you're gliding.
Yeah, and unfortunately we did see an SD.
Yeah, we almost saw another one there, because Zephire can...
there we go. Another one.
Another dash attack.
Gotta love it.
I will say, you can also accidentally forward strong yourself into the blast zone if you're not careful there, like, at all.
It is true. It is true. You have to be very careful on your movement, especially in the air with Zephire, because of how much control you have. There we go, pairing that. As you see, line block, they have different sort of, like, effects and also just different, like, paths of travel.
Yeah, line block obviously going in a complete straight line. You saw the 3 gray dots that
that
like
shows the path so you can prepare yourself.
Yeah, yeah, right there too with the I think that was the Z piece.
Z piece, yes.
Yeah.
Not a big fan of those pieces, not gonna lie.
No, I'm not. I low key a bit of a fan of the O piece.
Oh really? Okay, okay.
Yeah, I mean like it just fits into a lot of like situations where you're normally like, oh man, I have like 2x2 here and. I just need something to kind of fill up the spot and even it up nicely.
Yeah, but looks like w0wells is currently at kill percent. Got to be very careful here, but this isn't. Oh, no, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Unfortunate, but that's only game 1 for JMI.
Yeah, that is. Oh, it's only game 1, so that means that w0wells does have time to adapt, a lot of time to like sort of plan out what the proper counterplay is going to be. I think, personally, a larger stage might do a bit more benefit.
I think having platforms is also essential.
Yeah, I think maybe taking away the top plat, though, because we did see a lot of more defensive, like, block
trying to follow it up and see, try and catch them as best as, as best as he can.
Yeah, because I think it makes it easier for Zephire to go for the mid plat.
Well, we are going to see a merchant port.
Yep, and immediately JM1 goes to the mid-plat there to grab themselves.
Caught in the whirlpool, but the whirlwind, not the whirlwind, sorry, the slipstream is now up, allowing for a little bit better movement within the air for Zephire.
Yeah, and that is kind of one of the things you want to try and set up as often as possible. It's like you want to get that. Much like Raster, you need to kind of have like the immense like speed pressure, the ability to move around the stage at whatever speed you want to be at.
Yeah. For new people who are not familiar with Workshop that are just tuning in, think of Zephire like a combination of Ori and Raster. Two very, very scary characters on their own.
Yeah, and in this case, the only real downside is that they are just kind of light. You know, they are combo food. Sometimes they take the extra hit stun that some lightweight characters do take, but in this case, you can kind of just die if you're really not careful.
Yeah, but it is nice to see them going for. You could see that they were trying to do a follow up, but JM1 is going to actually be able to take that stock.
Yeah, no, right now at 62%, it means that like Zephyre's gonna have to, or in this case, Wells is gonna have to do something really big to bring this one back.
Oh yeah, it'll be very scary. You got big buttons there on against a character who needs to actually like work a tiny bit.
Yeah.
To move in.
Oh yeah, but you hear the impact on that hit too.
Seeing that down special there, that teleport, something that's not something you often see, but it is a very good, reliable recovery mix-up tool because you know you can easily like make them predict where you're going to go.
Yeah, especially if you're gliding mid-air, like you can just glide near a platform and then ledge cancel. It's like, oh okay, oh there we go. You like you said before.
Yep, and caught with that up air once more.
Yeah, that up air is a monster. It looks like it. Much like it does look like it kind of has a similar Byleth up air kind of vibe to it.
Yeah.
Where like it's a multi-hit that just sends you like straight up and covers so much area around.
Going for that follow-up there, Suisei is able to get quite a bit going off of here, but hopefully w0wells will find some way to turn this around. A very mobile character indeed, but still, Suisei's just been able to find all these different hits here and there.
Woo! Yeah, right now 87%. This is Zephyre's potential final curtain call.
Yeah, that's going to be it.
Yeah, and
unfortunate. And that's going to be the set going to JM1-3.
Yeah, with a 3 stock at the end too. Like my goodness. The adaptation was kind of nuts.
The thing you got to remember about Workshop is not only